How do we overcome stress, depression and anxiety in this competitive world, especially among the youth? First, let us understand what is stress or anxiety. In old age, man lived in caves and jungles. He had to fight against wild animals for survival. After that, as civilization evolved, he had to fight against ruling invaders, colonial invaders for survival. Nature gave the survival instinct to man to protect himself from dangers when his life was in threat. The fight or flight mechanism in our body is so designed that each and every system and organ of our body prepares itself to fight or run away from the dangerous situation. Whenever our mind perceives a threat, it immediately gives an alert signal to the body. The muscles become contracted to perform strong movements like fighting, kicking or pushing, like that. Our pupils dilate to see the object clearly. Heart pumps fast to increase blood flow to the muscles. The digestion, kidney function and liver functions slow down to cut its requirement of blood and glucose, etc., etc. All these mechanisms collectively is called as stress response. As this is a mechanism to save our lives, it is called as positive stress. We need some amount of positive stress depending on the needs to do any action. Even if you want to move a small object across the table, you need to give a small amount of stress to it. But when our mind perceives threat out of proportion to its severity and starts the survival mechanism when it is not necessary, then it is called negative stress or anxiety. When you see a person or a situation as a threat, you immediately tend to fight if you perceive the opponent weaker when compared to you. Similarly, when you perceive the opponent stronger when compared to you, you tend to avoid, retire or run away. This happens in a family. When the head of the family feels the situation as a threat, he immediately he feels he is stronger than the other members of the family, and so he fights with them. There comes the anger. And in the office or in other workplaces, when you perceive the opponent stronger than you, then you tend to avoid the situation or cry or run away from that place. And this type of comparison always goes on in your head from the time of schooling till you retire from your job at 60 or even after that in some cases. In your question itself, you ask how to overcome stress in this competitive world. Whenever you see the world, a person or a situation as a threat to you, you are immediately starting your survival mechanism and the chain of bodily and emotional changes occur in your body. When this goes on for a long time, it takes a toll on your body systems and you end up with various physical diseases and psychological problems such as anxiety, depression, etc., etc. Now let us see what can be done to be free from stress and anxiety. You need 3 important techniques: positive cognition, behavior modification and relaxation. Stop seeing this world as a competitive world and instead see it as a harmonious place for everyone to live peacefully and happily. Follow your passion, do the work you like, put in your fullest performance and enjoy the process of doing the work instead of weighing its outcome while doing it. This is the first and foremost change you have to make in your thought structure or perception. Do not compare yourself with others or weigh others in terms of what you see in them. Always remember, what you understand about a person or a situation may not be true. It is only your opinion and the truth can be otherwise also. Next time, when you come to behavior modification, you first have to identify your dysfunctional behaviors which hinders your progress or happiness. then you have to change them methodically and consciously one by one. If you are not able to identify or change it, take professional help from a psychologist. Third one is relaxation. Take considerable time daily to relax. Relaxation should be an activity which you really enjoy doing without any compulsion or effort. It should be an activity which is easily accessible and affordable to you. When you do all these three techniques, that is, change your attitude, make it positive, and consciously you have to modify your behavior, and when you practice relaxation techniques daily, then you will easily come out of the anxiety, stress, depression, etc.